Hey y'all, it's Tony from Ropes and Wings. I just want to do a short intro for this video, this next session. This session is a good example of how entities can be affecting us, even though we don't even know it. In this case, we had the client had an issue with drinking, and he felt like there was thoughts always put in his head about going out and getting alcohol and drinking. We found that an earthbound soul was attached that had an issue with drinking, and that's how the thoughts were being put into his head to drink. So it's a good example on how the unseen can affect us. There was numerous other lost from light entities attached as well that were affecting what he does, and it's a really interesting session to listen to, and we all can relate to it because we're all affected by it. We just don't know it. Then we went and got some wisdom from the Lyrans. It was pretty incredible. And we got to be able to see a healing chamber from Lemoria. So it's a very good session all the way through. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much to my client for allowing me to share this. Um, every tidbit of information in these sessions is actually helpful to everyone. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. All my links are down in the description if you'd like to book a session or if you'd like to get a hold of me. So I hope to see you soon. Have an amazing day. Love you all. Pass your awareness down the body, starting at the head, and let me know if you find anything.
So my groin, it's a dense energy in my groin.
Let's have Archangel Michael place his net of white light around the dense energy in the groin area, all the way around where this energy exists. And as we focus deeper on this dense energy in the groin, what color do you sense this to be?
Red.
I'd like to speak to this red energy causing this denseness in the groin. I'd like to speak to it. If it had anything to say to me, what would it say?
Go away.
Why is it that you want me to go away? What are you doing there in this one?
Taking
What are you taking?
this energy.
What are you using this energy for?
I won't say.
Do you ever remember a time of having a human body?
Yes.
Yes. What name can I call you? When you had that human body, what was your name?
Tom.
I'm glad you're speaking with me, Tom. I'd like to find out more about you. How old are you, Tom?
46.
Tom, at 46 years old, what year is it for you?
1978.
What happened, Tom, in 1978 that caused you to lose your human body?
Car accident.
Hmm. Were you driving that car, Tom?
Yes.
Was there anybody else with you in the car, Tom?
No.
When you had this car accident, tell me more about that. How did that happen?
Just drunk.
Hmm.
Fell off the road. Hit
Yes.
a ditch.
Yeah. What part of your body was hurt the most, Tom?
My abdomen.
Hmm. Yeah. Let's have the archangels that are gathered around you. They're going to begin to heal you because you are whole, Tom. When you were in the car accident and you ran off the road into the ditch and you come out of your human body, what'd you do next or what'd you see next?
Growth. vegetation.
Mm-hmm. Was this out in the woods?
It's in the forest.
Yes. Where did you go to then after you realized you couldn't get back into your human body?
The mountains.
Yeah. How was it that you found this one? How did you find this one? What was going on in his life?
He's scared.
Yeah. How old was he?
19.
Mm-hmm. And what was he was scared? What was he scared of?
Pain.
Mm-hmm.
Suffering.
Yes.
Didn't know where to go.
Mm-hmm. Tom, were you trying to help him or were you just looking for some place to be?
Help.
Yes. And, and since you've been attached to this one, I know you said that you were taking his energy. Why were you taking his energy?
Feel like it protects him from something.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And so you're taking his energy so to protect him?
So something else wants his energy.
Yeah, I see. Is there anything else or any other beings there with you, Tom?
Yes.
Are you connected to those beings or are they just there?
No. They're just here.
Yes. How many of them are there?
5.
Yes. And tell me more about those beings that are there with you, those 5 other beings.
Can't see them.
Yes. We'll, we'll take care of them shortly. Let's help you out, Tom. Tom, in order for us to help you heal and this one to heal, what issues have you been causing since you've attached to this one?
Insecurity.
Hmm.
Takes energy from him
Hmm.
to use the bathroom.
Yes.
It's where I take the energy from.
Yes. Is there anything else, Tom, that you cause? I know you don't mean to.
A lot of pain in the colon
Hmm.
and the abdomen.
Yes. Anything else?
I'm not sure.
Hmm. Do you cause this one to drink alcohol?
Don't mean to.
Hmm. You just brought that with you that did you have an addiction to alcohol too?
Yes.
Yes. Do you put any thoughts in his head by chance?
Yes.
You do. What kind of thoughts do you put in his head?
Simple.
Hmm.
Simple thoughts. Lots of drinking.
Hmm.
Lots of friends.
Yes. Tom, we're here to help you out today. Are you okay with that?
Worried.
Tell me why you're worried. Why are you worried?
He's not ready.
Hmm. We got him covered. He's protected. He's constantly protected. He doesn't need to, you don't need to help him anymore. You understand that?
Yes.
We're going to show you how we can get you back home. Tom, what I would like to do is on that day that you come out of the human body and you were seeing that dense vegetation, the forest, the mountains, and before you found this one, what I want you to do is look around for that light of source, and the angels that are gathered around you are going to help point you towards that light. And that light of source is going to pull you towards it like many, many magnets. Tell me when you find that light, Tom.
Found it.
Beautiful. When you look into that light, Tom, who do you see in that light waiting for you?
Mother,
What does your mother say to you, Tom?
come.
What else does
We
she say?
we love you.
Beautiful. What do you think? What do you think of that, Tom?
Miss her.
Yes. Are you ready to go back and continue on another journey?
I think so.
Beautiful. What I would like you to do is we're going to count backwards from 3 to 1. I'm going to send a pulse of blue light through that net that you're in, and this is going to help you to detach. I want you to help place all your energy into that net. Help the angels place all your energy into that net so we can gently lift you out. I want this one to feel this energy lift off as we do this. 3, sending that pulse of blue light through the net, swirling through the net, detaching. Tom is placing all his energy into the net so we can lift him out. Beautiful. It's all in the net now. Let's gently lift out now. 2, almost out, and 1, out in the lightest source with his mother. But Tom, before you go, is there anything that you would like to tell this one?
Be strong. Don't give up.
Mhm. Beautiful. Thank you. Is there anything this one would like to tell this energy of Tom before he goes?
Thank you.
And as we watch Tom move into the lightest source with his mother to continue on his journey and heal, let's cut that final cord, cutting that final cord between these two. Let's go ahead and place the net of white light around that groin area again, around that groin area, all the way around where those other 5 beings were that Tom told us about, all the way around. And as we focused on that area, what do you sense there in the area? What sensations do you get?
I think it's sharp, like needle on the side of my ribs,
Hmm.
right side.
Needle in the side of the ribs.
Very
Is that connected to the groin area that Tom was talking about, or these 5 beings that Tom was talking about in other areas of the body?
it's different. This other area.
Hmm. Let's go ahead and put that net of white light all the way around all those energy and places that you're sensing. Let's focus on the needle, the pain-like feeling in the side of the ribs. Let's
It's,
focus on.
it's traveling through my shoulders.
Mhm. Let's have Archangel Michael make sure that net of light is all the way around that area. And are these 2 things connected? That's traveling through your shoulder and the pain in the ribs?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. And as we focus on that, what color do you sense this to be?
Blue.
Hmm. And I'd like to speak to this blue energy causing this pain and the needle-like feeling in the ribs. I'd like to speak to it. If it had anything to say to me, what would it say?
Why?
I'm here.
Why,
Go ahead.
why are you here?
Well, this one asked me here to help him out. And this is a free will universe, and you don't have permission to be there. So we're going to help you out as well. What are you doing?
Why?
What are you doing there in this one?
It doesn't matter.
Do you ever remember a time of having a human body?
No.
Who sent you here to do that to this one?
old, old beings,
Hmm. And why did they send you here?
vulnerable.
He was vulnerable.
Yes.
Hmm. And what did they want you to do to this one?
Take
What are you taking?
his fear.
Hmm. Do you feed off of that fear?
We need it.
Yes. You feed off the energy of fear. What is, what else do you do?
Make him doubt.
Hmm.
It's easy.
Yes. And what does this cause in this one? Why do you want him to doubt?
So that he thinks he's confused.
Hmm.
Confusion gives rise to fear.
Hmm. Yeah. This one's a very bright light. Why do you want to keep his light down? Why do you want to keep him from realizing and keeping him confused and in doubt?
It's the time.
Tell me more about that. Why is this the time?
We are coming,
Hmm. And who is we?
the ones before you.
Hmm. What are you coming to do?
Take back.
Why do you want to do that specifically to this one? What's so special about this one that you're trying to take and keep him confused and doubt? What happens if he realizes who he is?
It's not good for us.
Hmm. What would happen if he realizes who he is and lets his light shine?
We won't be the only ones. There will be more.
Hmm. I see. What other issues do you cause this one? You give him doubt, cause him fear, keep him confused. What other issues?
We hurt his heart.
Hmm. How is it that you hurt his heart?
We take what he loves.
Hmm. What else? What else do you do?
We can't say.
Hmm. Why can't you say? I'm really interested in this. You're pretty clever.
Orders.
Orders from the old beings that sent you here?
Yes.
Yes. Well, what those old beings didn't tell you was that you don't have to be doing this job any longer for them, that you have the light of source inside you and you can become more powerful than they are. Do you know that?
Lying.
Hmm. The angels gathered around you. They have a message for you on what you can expect if you detach from this one. What do they tell you?
There is love,
Hmm.
not only fear.
Yes. What else do they tell you?
To let go.
Let's have the angel go ahead.
The earth is a prison.
Hmm. What do you think about that?
It wasn't originally a prison.
What was it originally?
Home
Hmm.
for everybody.
Yes. And were these old beings the ones that turned it into a prison?
Yes.
Yes. So why is it that you work for these old beings?
We're the same,
Hmm.
one of many.
Yes. Let's have the angels show you an image of what your journey is going to look like after you detach from this one. What do they show you?
Long tunnel.
Hmm. What else?
It's almost like fire, but white,
Yes. Where does this tunnel?
blinding, blinding white light
Hmm. Where does this tunnel go to? This blinding white light that looks like flames.
outside,
Where does it lead to outside?
different realm, a new place.
Tell me about this new place, this new realm.
Feels like starting over,
Hmm.
another chance.
Yes. What else do you notice about this new place, this other chance?
Lots of green.
Hmm.
There's no one else here.
Hmm. Do you think about that? Can we help you to move to that other chance, that other place, so you don't have to be doing this work for the older beings?
I'd rather stay here.
Yes. Why is that? Why do you want to stay here?
It's better. It's less, feel less heavy.
Hmm. Then that new place, that beautiful place, you feel less heavy here?
The energy that I take from this one feels better.
Hmm. I see. What if I told you that you have the spark of source within you, your own power source, so you don't have to take this one's energy any longer? What do you think of that?
Rather that be true.
Hmm. Well, you were lied to and deceived by the beings that sent you here because they didn't want you to realize that you have that power source as well, because you would become more powerful than they were and you wouldn't be doing this job any longer. Do you understand that?
I do now.
Hmm. Can we show you that power inside you?
Yes.
Be the same power source that we have as well. Let's have the angels, and we're all going to share our light with you so you can look deep inside your beingness. Deep inside there is that tiny spark. Tell me when you find that spark.
See it.
Let's is keep focusing on that spark and let us know, is there anything else there with you? Are you by yourself?
My friends are with me.
Hmm. Did you speak with your friends? Do you speak for them?
Yes.
Yes. And where else are those friends located in this one?
Throat
Hmm.
and the back.
Yes.
I like to touch him on the back.
Hmm. Yes. Where else?
Base of the skull.
Hmm.
So open energy point for this one.
What do you do there at the base of the skull?
feed like the same way a parasite feeds.
I see. And where else?
His eyes,
hmm What do you do with the eyes?
we make them cry.
hmm Same thing, because you're feeding off this emotion.
Yes,
Yes. Do you do anything with him seeing?
sometimes.
Mhm. What is it that you do with his seeing?
Block him from seeing us.
Yes, I see. I see. And so all those areas of the five that Tom had talked about,
Yes,
or is there more?
I don't know.
Hmm. And you speak for all these five? The one that's in the eyes, the base of the skull, the throat, and the back.
Yes,
You speak for all them. They help you.
yes.
We're going to help you all to heal. Is there any problems that we need to know about that you caused this one? We're going to help you heal as well, all of you. Anything else that we need to know?
His heart is too heavy.
hmm And you cause this heaviness in the heart?
Yes,
Yes. Let's let's make sure that all your friends find that spark of source inside of them as well. Tell me when all of them have found that spark.
you can see.
They see it?
They do.
Beautiful. Let's go ahead and let's expand that spark out. All of you just expand that spark out to be larger than what you are. And we're sharing our light with you so you can do that. Everybody just expand that light out to be larger than what you are, all the way out. How does that light feel? Your own internal power sources.
Better.
Beautiful. Is all your friends liking that light now as well?
Happy.
Beautiful. And are they all ready to go with the angels so you can heal and continue on with another journey of your choosing?
Can't stop them.
hmm Beautiful. So everybody is ready to go.
Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and we're going to count backwards from 3 to 1. We're going to send a pulse of blue light through that net, the net that you're all in. And this is going to help you to detach. I want you to help the angels place all of your energy into this net, placing it all into the net. 3, sending that pulse of blue light through the net, swirling through the net. Everyone is detaching. They're placing the energy into the net. Beautiful. Everybody's in the net. Everything is in the net. Let's gently lift out now. 2, almost out. And 1, out in the lightest source with the angels. But before you all go, is there anything that you would like to tell this one?
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Feel
Is it? Continue.
feel better soon.
Beautiful. Is there anything this one would like to tell these 5 energies before they go?
I wish you the best.
Beautiful. And as we watch those 5 energies move into the lightest source, we're going to cut that final cord between all of them and this one, cutting that cord, and they move into the lightest source with the angels to heal and continue on a journey of their choosing. What color would signify healing for you that we can place in all of those areas that we just removed?
Yellow.
Beautiful. And as I strike the tuning fork for the color yellow, I want you to place that frequency in every one of those areas. We're going to begin to heal those areas, placing that frequency there. And as that swirls outwards, the cells come back online. Healing has begun. All those lower density feelings that were not ours just falling away. The pain, discomfort, the fear, the doubt, the confusion just all falls away. Your self confidence, your inner power comes flooding back in. Your love, your connection, your sensuality, your creativity, your stability and security, your communication, your intuition and decision making, and that spiritual connection to the divine all come flooding back in. Let's have the archangels work on all of those areas and begin to heal and help us there. How does that feel since we lifted those energies off?
Lighter.
Beautiful. And as they continue to heal those areas, scan the body, looking for any dark, dense energy that should not be there, any feelings or sensations, pain or discomfort. Let me know if you find anything.
Middle of my back, on my right side, muscle has began to cramp.
Yes. In the middle of the back, that cramping feeling. Let's have Archangel Michael place his net of white light around that cramping feeling in the middle of the back. And we focus on that. What color is that?
Green.
And I'd like to speak to this green energy that's causing the cramping in the back. I'd like to know what it's doing there. If it had anything to say, what would it say?
Pissed.
Mm-hmm. Why is it that you're pissed? Tell me about that.
Came into our space.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is a free will universe, and you don't have permission to be there in this one.
We were given permission.
And how were you given permission?
You wanted to know.
What is it that he wanted to know?
He was asking for the answers.
Mm-hmm.
We are from nature.
I see. Tell me more about yourselves. If you're from nature, what do you do?
We're a network of trees,
Mm-hmm.
fungus.
Mm-hmm. How does that work?
We are everywhere, all over the planet,
Yes.
connected.
How was it that you were turned to being in this one and doing things to this one?
He sat in our sacred space,
Mm-hmm.
asked stupid questions.
Yes.
The spirits of the land do not like stupid questions.
Yes. What happened to you, these spirits of the land? What happened to you that caused you to be this way?
Taken. Our lives were taken.
I see. And so now you're angry because your lives were taken and you don't like these stupid questions?
Seems as though they're mean to be.
Yes. And
We don't know why we do what we do. We are angry.
yes.
We don't have the answers.
Yes. We are here to help you out, but I'd like to get the story Let's find out what has caused you to be angry. Tell us more about that. What, what had taken your lives?
Other beings.
Hmm.
This land was ours.
Yes.
It was taken from us.
Hmm. This caused you to be angry.
No, we burned for 1,000 years.
Hmm. Tell me more about that.
We have no memory, just the anger.
Hmm. I see. This anger, who had burned you for 1,000 years, or who had caused you to burn for 1,000 years?
People from very far away,
Yes.
not people from this planet.
I see. And so this network of trees, and are you from this planet?
Yes,
Yes. Tell us more about those people that are not from this planet that caused you to burn for 1,000 years.
their intentions were good,
Hmm.
but was clear that they wanted only our resources,
Hmm.
only the genetic material.
I see. And tell me more of the spirits of the land. Did you used to be trees?
Yes,
Yes.
we
Tell me,
still are.
yes. Tell me more about those trees.
We were created
Hmm.
by a race of people much like you,
Hmm.
different.
Yes. And are you very large?
They stood much taller.
Hmm. I see.
Our trees before stood miles high.
Yes. And these beings from other world had come here and taken your resources.
They brought fire with them
Hmm. Tell me more about that fire. What was this fire?
from from space,
Yes. What did it do?
killed everything,
Hmm.
every living creature on the planet, all at once.
Why would they do this? Why do they want to do this?
Anger,
I see.
betrayal, fear.
Hmm. Well, we're here to help you out. The spirit of this land, spirit of nature, the spirit of these trees. We're going to help you out today. How was it he was in the woods, or when was it that he was there and you were able to attach to him?
He sat in a ring of trees that I
Mhm.
made.
Yes. What was going on in his life that allowed you to attach to him?
He was drunk.
Mm. Hmm.
It's disrespectful.
Yes. And what issues have you caused this one since you've attached to him?
We make it so he can't stand straight.
Hmm. Anything else?
We take more water than he needs.
Yes. What else?
We don't know.
And how do you feel about us helping you out today?
Relief,
Beautiful.
confusion.
Hmm. Tell me what it is you're confused about.
Why are there not more of us?
Hmm.
Very lonely.
Yes. Well, let's find out why. The angels and our team of light is all gathered around you. We're here to help you. What messages do they give you on that question of why there isn't more?
No left.
See. And what do they tell you about detaching from this one and transitioning on to where they are?
And just a memory of something
Hmm.
that my consciousness is not full.
Yes. Do you realize now that you were stuck here in this realm to attach to this one because you were angry?
Sorry.
Hmm. Beautiful. Are you ready for us to help you?
Yes.
Beautiful. I want you to look deep inside your beingness. Deep inside your beingness, you'll see the spark of source. Tell me when you see that spark.
See it.
Beautiful. Let's expand that spark out to be larger than what you are, to bring you back that mystical energy of source. We all have it. How's that light feel again?
Warm.
Beautiful. Are you ready to go with the angels so you can go where your other beings are?
Yes.
Beautiful. In a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1. I want you to help us place all of your energy into that net we have you in, all in there. And I want this one to feel this energy of the spirit of the nature that got trapped here in this realm. Want this one to experience this energy lifting off as we do this and take his energy back. 3, sending that pulse of blue light swirling through the net, detaching. The angels is helping the spirit of nature place all his energy into the net. It's all into the net. Let's gently lift out now. 2, almost out, and 1 out of the lightest source. But before you go, is there anything that you would like to tell this one?
Truth is close.
Beautiful. Thank you. Is there anything this one would like to tell this spirit of nature?
Please find peace.
Beautiful. As we cut that final cord between these two, as we cut that final cord and we watch that spirit move with the angels in the lightest source, what color can we place there for healing?
Green.
Beautiful. As I strike the tuning fork for the color green, you should place that there, placing that there. All those lower density feelings just falling away. Your inner power comes flooding back in. Compassion, forgiveness, gratitude, that loving connection, all comes flooding back in. Let's have Kuan Yin assist with the healing to this area. Since we were dealing with the spirit of nature, how does it feel since we removed this energy off?
Much better.
Beautiful. As she begins to heal and continues to heal that area, let's continue with our scanning down the body, looking for any low-level energy that should not be there, any pain or discomfort, feelings or sensations. Tell me if you find anything.
Hands.
hmm What sensation do you get in the hands?
Pressure. Squeezing pressure.
hmm Let's have Archangel Michael place his net of white light around the squeezing pressure in the hands. And as we focus in on that, what color do you sense that to be?
Black.
And I'd like to speak to this black energy that's causing a squeezing pressure in the hands to find out what it's doing there. If it had anything to say, what would it say?
You don't need your help.
I see you feel that way, but this is a free will universe and you don't have permission to be there in this one. What are you doing there in this one?
Stopping him from changing anything.
hmm Why is it that you want to stop this one from changing
It's too
anything?
powerful.
Yes,
Fear. You fear people like him.
yes. And who was it that you sent here to stop his power?
Darker than us.
hmm Would they tell you would happen if he realizes how powerful he is?
We would go away.
hmm What was it that allowed you to attach to this one? How were you able to attach to this one? What was going on in his life?
He used the pain of an injury as an excuse. And we latched on to that
hmm
emotional discomfort.
Yes. You were able to get in there. And how is it that you're able to keep his power down? How do you do that?
We keep his hands closed.
hmm And why
And
is that?
define what he touches. We can
hmm
make him touch or not touch certain things.
hmm
And that makes him feel a certain way.
What is it about his hands?
They are the
Why?
most precious to him.
Yes. And by blocking or being in his hands, does this keep him from gathering energy or sending energy to things?
Both.
Yes.
And the people around him know it.
hmm
They can feel it.
hmm What other issues do you cause since you've attached to this one? How do you keep him from recognizing his power?
Cause him pain.
hmm That pain in the hand and the wrist.
Pain starts in the hand.
hmm
Where it goes from there is up to him.
Yes. Is there anything else that you cause or do? I know that you're told to do it. Is there anything else?
We feed on blood.
hmm And how does that work? How are you feeding on blood?
We make his hands bleed.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he might feel clumsy.
Yes,
It's not. It's us.
it's
We
not.
do this. We make him clumsy. We hurt
Yeah,
him.
Yes. And all that so he doesn't realize that he can send and receive energy out of those hands.
He doesn't want to now.
Hmm.
He's
So
been
then,
here too long.
yeah. How old was he when you were able to get in?
23.
Hmm. Is there anything else that you can tell us that you do to this one?
We don't like it when he touches others.
Why is that?
Love.
Mm. This love spreads if he does that.
He loves too much.
Hmm. You don't want that to happen, do you?
No.
Yes. So the angels are gathered around you. They got a message for you on what you can expect if you detach from this one. What do they tell you?
My job is done.
Hmm.
I can let go.
Yes. What do you think about that?
I want to go.
Yes, beautiful. Well, let's help you out. What I'd like you to do is look deep inside your beingness. It's a tiny spark you forgot, the spark of source. We all have this and we are all powerful. Tell me when you find that spark.
And see it.
Beautiful. Let's expand that spark out to be larger than what you are. Your own internal power source, your own source of energy, your own source of light, all the way out around you. How does that light feel?
Love. Loving.
Beautiful. Have you forgotten this?
Yes.
Yes. Tell me what it is you look like in this love and this light. What do you look like now?
Sphere.
Hmm. Beautiful.
Pure, pure energy.
Beautiful. And are you ready to go with the angels so you can heal and continue on a journey of your choosing?
Yes.
Beautiful. In a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1. We're going to send a pulse of blue light through the net. This is going to help you to detach. I want you to help the angels place your energy into that net so we can lift you out. And I want this one to feel this energy lift off as we do this. 3, sending that pulse of blue light through the net, now swirling through, detaching. They're placing the energy into the net. It's all into the net now. It's all in there. Just gently lift out now. 2, almost out, and 1 out in the lightest source with the angels. But before you go, is there anything that you would like to tell this one?
Learn how to write different.
Mhm.
It's important for the structure of your life.
Tell us more about that. What's the importance of writing for him?
It manifests reality.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Is there anything that this one would like to tell this energy before it goes?
Thank you for leaving. I know that the energy that you provided and took, I learned from.
Mhm. Beautiful. As we cut that final cord between this energy and this one, let's cut that final cord between these two. We watch that energy go with the angels into the lightest source. What color can we place there for healing into those hands?
Blue.
Beautiful. As I strike the tuning fork for the color blue, I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to assist with the healing. Just strike that tuning fork now. Feel that frequency flooding in there. Place that frequency there. And as that swirls outward, those lower density feelings of pain and that blocking the flow of energy just falling away. As that frequency swirls outward, the heart space opens up. The energy starts flowing in through the left hand, up into the heart space and out through the right. As that heart space vibrates and glows and comes out 6 foot, 12 foot, that heart space is opening up. The flow of energy is very brilliant and bright now. How does that feel since we removed that from the hands?
Tingles.
Beautiful.
Head itches.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Do you sense this to be something else that we need to look at?
No,
The head itching?
no.
Let's go ahead as they continue to heal those areas. Let's continue with our scan and scan down the body looking for any low-level energy that should not be there. Any pain or sensation, discomfort or feelings, any dark energy that should not be there. Let me know if you find anything.
Not sensing anything.
Beautiful. Let's have Archangel Michael take his net of white light and let's have that net surround all the energy centers of this one, the physical body and the energetic field. It's a very large net. And what we're going to do is we're going to send a pulse of blue light up through this net, signified with the blue tuning fork, and send that pulse of blue light up through the net. This is going to bring up anything to the surface that we might have missed as we do this. I'm going to strike that tuning fork now, sending that pulse of blue light in through the feet, swirling around the legs, around the root chakra, around the sacral chakra, around the solar plexus chakra, around the heart chakra, swirling around the throat, the third eye, then entering the crown and out the crown, swirling around the crown. And as we did this, did this bring up anything that we might have missed?
I could see the blue light going through my body, but not where my heart was. It was like a hole.
Mm-hmm. Let's take a closer look at this hole where the blue light. So the blue light had stopped at the heart.
It traveled around it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's have Archangel Michael place that net around the heart space where this hole is. As we focus deeper on that hole where that blue light had traveled around, what do we sense this? What does this look like?
It was gray.
Mm-hmm. Does this appear to be a device?
It's metal.
Yes. What does that look like, that metal piece there in the heart?
It's flat.
Mm-hmm. What does this metal piece do?
Regulates temperature.
Mm-hmm.
Takes synaptic feedback and confuses it.
Mm-hmm. It confuses the synaptic feedback. Does it send any information anywhere else or just disrupting the electrical flow in this one in the heart space?
It's connected to his family.
I see. And who had placed this device? How did this device get placed?
It's part of his older family.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about that. his older family?
Not living on the planet.
I see. And what is his older family? Where are they at? Where are they living?
Cluster of stars.
Hmm. Where is he from?
Lyra.
Hmm. And how did this get placed? What this is placed by his older family, but why did they do this? Why did they want to cause disruption?
It's protection.
Hmm. What does it protect him from?
The other ones.
Tell me more about that. Who are these other ones that he needs to be protected from?
It's races of beings that come and go.
Hmm.
There are some that are very dangerous, and they take people like him.
I see. So this protection confuses the signal from his heart space so they cannot detect him.
Makes him disguised,
I see. Does,
camouflage.
and is this device disrupting his energy flow around the heart?
Slightly.
Yes. And do we need to have this protection in place still?
Yes.
Yes. How can we improve this device so it still protects him and disguises him, but yet we can have that energy flow so he can heal and
The
okay.
device can cause pain.
Hmm.
To know that the pain is for good and protection
Yes,
will allow the energy to flow.
I see. And why is it causing him pain? Why does that pain have to be there?
His heart doesn't want to be here.
I see. And so this device helps him with that too?
He would already be gone if
Hmm,
it wasn't there.
I see.
It reminds him, subconscious.
Let's like the, and am I speaking with this one's higher self?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything that we can do to help this device function better?
He needs more exercise.
Mhm.
His heart is weak.
Yes. And what the exercise will help him to strengthen his heart?
And the device.
Yes. Beautiful. What else does he need to know about this device, or maybe his family, the Lyrans?
The signal can be hijacked
Hmm.
very easily. It runs off of consciousness,
Hmm.
his consciousness.
Yes. And is there any protections that we can place so that signal cannot be hijacked?
Symbols.
Are you giving him these symbols right now?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything that needs to be shared about these symbols?
is he needs to wear a cross.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter where.
Yes. It doesn't need to be over his heart space, this cross.
It could be more effective.
Yes. Beautiful. And does it matter what type of cross this is?
The Christian cross and the Tria Prima have the same meaning.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. And those symbols will help protect the signature so it cannot be hijacked.
He is a target.
Yes, he is. He's very bright.
These entities will always be after him.
Mm-hmm.
So the cross only helps if you want it to.
And beautiful. And since we are speaking with this one's higher self and we're in this high frequency, is there anything else that he needs to know about this device or any protections for himself since he is such a bright light?
Pray
Mm-hmm.
every day. Speak with me. Speak with us. We're always here,
Yes.
especially when the times are the darkest.
Mm-hmm.
We know when your pain is great, so we choose to come.
Mm-hmm. And which part of this one's higher self are we speaking to?
I am his subconscious.
Yes. And are you in the Lyran race?
Yes.
Yes. Beautiful. Can you do a scan of this one's body and make sure that we removed anything else that should not be there, that is not for his best and highest good?
Yes.
You know what you find.
He's severely malnourished.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a problem.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything, any kind of diet or something that he should be eating to help with this malnourishment?
More proteins,
Mm-hmm.
less starch,
Yes.
and more vitamin D. His skin can become translucent.
Yes.
I know that it scares him.
Yes. What proteins should he be looking for?
His proteins need to be complex,
Mm-hmm.
cannot come from plant fiber.
Yes. Is there any particular proteins, animal proteins that he should eat more of?
Stay away from pig.
Mm-hmm.
Eat more red meat.
Yes.
This should help.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that very much. Is there anything else beside being malnourished? Is there anything else that you have found that we need to remove or correct today?
His body has taken enough.
Beautiful. I'd like to do a chakra balance and rebuild at this time. And aura seal, is this appropriate?
Yes. The throat. The throat chakra needs help. There's been spiritual damage to it before.
Let's see. What would you like to do to help this throat chakra? I strike the tuning fork for the throat chakra.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm going to strike the tuning fork for the throat chakra. Go ahead and envision that frequency flowing in there. Healing that as that swirls outward, repairing any damage that might have occurred. That throat chakra starts to spin, balance. The throat clears. Energy can flow through the throat easily. How does that look now?
Clear.
Beautiful. Is there any tears or rips in the aura that you can see that have been highlighted?
No.
Beautiful. What color light can we place all the way around the aura to reinforce it?
Yellow.
Beautiful. As I strike the tuning fork for the color yellow, I want you to place that frequency all the way around the aura, flow it all the way around, making it stronger, more robust, reinforcing it. This is your armor. Anytime you feel that your aura is weakened, you can envision this frequency. How does that aura look now?
Strong.
Beautiful. I want you to tell me what you feel or experience, sense or feel. What stands out to you in this garden as you're walking down this path?
It's a sense of unknown, like I've never been here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's bright. It's like fluctuating colors. I can't define it.
Mm-hmm.
But
What else stands out to you? What else do you see? The fluctuating colors, the bright.
it's like a figure, but I can't tell if it's a figure or an opening.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Let's bring that figure or opening into focus. What do you see?
it's a first person my height and my size,
Mm-hmm.
but no discernible features. It's no words either. I don't sense any words.
Let's focus on yourself in this place. And as you look down at where your feet would be, what do you notice about your feet?
I'm in tall grass.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
My feet are bare.
You scan up your body. Do you notice that you're wearing any clothes?
No,
You wearing any jewelry or carrying anything in your hands?
I'm not wearing anything on my legs, but I have a robe on.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. What color is this robe?
Blue.
And are you carrying anything on your hands?
A book.
Using all of our knowing, what is this book?
It's all of the information in the entire universe.
Beautiful.
The thought that came to my head just now is superposition.
Mm-hmm. Do you get a sense of what you do with this book?
Uh, Attempt to or access it since I know it's there. Open it.
Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and open that book. Go ahead and open. We're going to open it to the page that we need to see today. What page do you turn to?
It's 31.
Mm-hmm.
It's the I can't make out any words. It's like the words are being written as I'm looking at it.
Beautiful. Tell me what that book says as they're being written.
It's the start, the beginning of a new chapter
Mm-hmm.
for me, Logan, everyone else, my family, the people I love. And it seems like this is more of a preface of a book. It's like a thank you at the
Mm-hmm.
beginning of a book
Yes.
rather than a story.
Mm-hmm. And this book, tell me more about this book. What is this? Is this a book of this one's life?
It seems to be all of life.
Mm-hmm.
It's a record of what comes after and before.
Yes.
And it changes. So this is a new book.
Mm-hmm.
This does not feel like there's anything in the past.
Yes. So this book is yet to be written.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Tell,
know.
tell me more about yourself in this place. How do you appear in this place?
Sounds stupid. I do see myself as a lion being,
Mm-hmm.
long, white, yellow, gold hair,
Mm-hmm.
um, gold lining around all the edges of the robe in the book. He's only
Yeah.
wearing blue.
Yes.
Um, it's a very distinct image. I could probably draw it.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. We'll draw it after this session today. Take a snapshot of that image. Tell me more about the features of your face. This being this lion being, what do you get a sense that you're young or old?
Get the sense I'm much, much younger, but that's not the right word.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm older than many, many souls, but younger than the oldest ones.
Mm-hmm.
Almost feels like a soul family. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like there are people that are connected to me that are my family, but are more mature.
Hmm.
But I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Beautiful. And tell us more about what color are your eyes in this image?
Green,
Green. Beautiful. Are you wearing anything on your head?
a hood. Her robe has a hood, blue
Yes.
hood,
And do you get a sense that you're male or female?
male.
Beautiful. And this other being that you were coming up to in this place, what do you notice about this being?
It's there's still doesn't have a form.
Hmm.
It's every color of the spectrum, fluctuating.
I see.
So I can't see it really. I know it's there.
And using all of your knowing, what is this being that you're seeing?
Someone I have yet to meet.
See. And is this someone male or female?
Feels female.
Hmm. What else do we need to know about this person that we have yet to meet? Why are we being shown this? Why do we feel we're being shown this?
So sense of hope for the future.
Hmm.
Sense of hope for my family.
Yes. And is this female been with you in many lifetimes?
Yes.
Yes. Does she always come in and help you in these lifetimes?
Yes. It feels at 30 years old, yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And is this female a friend or is it a partner?
Feels more of a partner.
Beautiful. Is there anything, I know they're not showing you the features of this one because they don't want you to see it yet. Is there any messages that this being has for you?
To relax.
Hmm.
Take things one day at a time.
Yes. And is there any other messages or anything that we need to gather from this book that we are holding?
No, I think that there's like yes, I get the sense of usually using the visuals of what I see now later
Hmm.
and opening that book.
Yes. Tell us more about that. How are you to do that?
I think what I'm visualizing is just being able to sit, go back into the meditative state and just visualize the book. And once I have the book visualized, the the thoughts and the everything will come back from
Hmm.
sort of from the understanding that the book is it has the answers. I don't need to think
Hmm.
about what they are.
And so you'll be able to, when you visualize this book, you'll be able to get any of the answers that you need at the time.
It feels like it, yeah.
Beautiful. Let's take a snapshot of that and anything else that we need to learn to be able to sit in meditation and visualize this book.
Breathe.
Hmm.
Using more breath is the way to access the deeper parts of the mind.
Mm-hmm. Tell us more how that works. How does the breath allow us to access the other parts of the mind?
When the breathing slows, the heart rate slows,
Mm-hmm.
the neurons slow. So that when the body slows down, all the other senses heighten and you become more aware, more sensitive to the smallest subtle energies while still remaining in control.
Beautiful. And is there anything else about this place? Do you get a sense of where this place is?
Doesn't feel like Earth.
Mm-hmm. Using all of our knowing, where is this place?
On a ship.
Mm-hmm.
The ship is permanently spacebound.
Yes. Tell us more about this ship.
Feels old.
Mm-hmm. Do you
Feels
get
like
it?
I'm not supposed to be here yet.
Mm-hmm. Do you get a sense of why this ship is spacebound?
Something happened. They needed to leave.
Mm-hmm. Where was
And
it? Where was it that something happened that caused this ship to be spacebound?
here
Mm-hmm.
in our solar system,
Yes. Was it Earth or was it a different place?
something happened to the whole solar system all at once. And this ship was a survivor.
Mm-hmm.
It's just can't tell what shape, what it is.
Mm-hmm. Using all of our knowing. Is there any place on this ship that you would like to look at?
Not really.
Mm.
Feels
Is
too familiar.
mm-hmm.
I feel like I've seen it before
Yes.
100 times.
Mm-hmm. And is this ship? What are the beings on this ship like? Are they all Lyran beings?
Yes.
Yes.
We're segregated. We stay together.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Is there any other messages or any other beings on this ship that need to give us messages here today?
You're the name leader. It's, it's just words of encouragement.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the end.
Mm-hmm. This main leader, when you look into the eyes, do you recognize those eyes?
Yes.
Who are those eyes in this lifetime?
Father.
Yes. And he's given you words of encouragement.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What else does he have to say?
He doesn't want to speak.
I see. What is the
S-
reason?
Too much information.
See, is there anyone else on this ship that we need to speak with or hear from today?
No.
Do you feel as if you've gathered all the information you need?
Yes.
Beautiful. Let's go ahead and close this scene down. Let's close this scene down. In a moment, we're going to drift and float through time and space to the next important scene we need to see today. 3, drifting and floating through time and space to the next important scene we need to see today. 2, almost there. 1, be there now. Tell me what you see, sense, feel, or experience in this new scene.
There's a lot of snow on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Can see my cabin. Not sure where I'm at though on the property.
Yes.
Can see work happening. I can see other buildings too.
Yes. Tell me more about this work that is happening.
Feels like a community.
Mm-hmm.
It looks more like a temple, actually.
Mm-hmm. In this cabin that you're seeing, this is your cabin that you live in now?
Yes.
Yes. Tell, tell me more about this community and this temple.
Feels as uh, I feel like everyone there is there for healing
Mm-hmm.
of some kind, and everyone there is there to help each other.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it just seems self-sufficient.
Yes.
Uh, for like, yeah, top to bottom self-sufficiency is what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it looks like all these people live here.
Yes. And how
Str-
does, go ahead.
Strange. It's just, I don't recognize anyone.
Mm-hmm. And do you sense that your family's on this property there?
Yes,
Yes. And these people that are there, they're all new people that you don't recognize?
they're all here for something.
Mm-hmm.
This only the property can provide.
I see. Tell me more about this temple. Is this built or is it in the process of being built?
It's in the process of being built.
Mm-hmm. And
Circles of stone,
yes,
kind of like a cairn, big.
yes. Is this stone that's used for this any particular type of stone?
A lot of iron.
Mm-hmm.
Structure seems to hold itself together.
Yes. What's what is the shape of this structure?
It's like a beehive.
Beautiful. And the stones that are used are round?
Flat shale stone.
Mm-hmm.
Some big rocks. a large fire in the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
This large fire that's on the inside, what does this signify?
Sacred space,
Mm-hmm.
only to be used for healing.
Yes. Do you wish to go inside?
Yes.
Beautiful. Let's go inside. Tell me what you see. How is it that you enter this place?
It's a small opening in the front.
What does that opening look like?
It's about 3 feet tall in the arch.
Mm-hmm.
Crawl through. Feels like 1,000 degrees in here.
Yes. It's very warm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Once you're inside, once you look around, what do you notice? The fire inside, anything else?
Faint outline of people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people.
Yes.
They look they're not wearing Western clothes. No.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about what clothes they're wearing.
All different colors. Some of them are wearing masks.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of reds and blues and greens.
Yes.
This does not feel like now. This feels like the past.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about that, how it feels like the past.
This I I feel like they're aware that I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel?
That's it's like a symbiotic thing.
Mm-hmm.
They want me to know that they're there.
I see.
Hmm.
And as this feels like it's in the past now,
Yeah.
is this something that was there before the cabin was?
Yes.
Yes,
Ancient.
I see. Do you get a sense of what people these are that had this
They,
temple?
they don't feel totally human.
Mm-hmm.
They feel native, obviously native, but
Mm-hmm.
um, they're all dressed up in sky people garb. That's what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Tell,
can't tell.
tell me more about the sky people garb. What does that
I,
look like?
it's like wraps around their arms and legs. It's
Mm-hmm.
like sort of tassels. A lot of color. Big masks. Some with horns. Some with just lots of feathers. Uh, Lots of white and blue and green, red and yellow.
Yes,
But you can see their skin, so it looks human.
yes. Is there anybody in this scene that stands out to you?
One man.
Let's, let's speak with this one man. As you look into his eyes, eyes are the windows of the soul. Do you recognize these eyes?
I do. He's old from the life I've lived before.
Mm-hmm.
His saying is Lemurian.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about yourself in this place.
Feel at home.
Yes. Are you
Like
male or female?
I feel male. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by warriors.
Yes,
This is not, this is a hunting party.
I see.
I don't know what we're hunting.
Hmm. And this beehive type structure, this place of healing that you crawled into, what is this used for?
It's to recharge.
Hmm.
We don't need food if we're in here.
Yes, using all of your knowing. Tell me more of how that works.
The sensations that cause hunger are satisfied.
Hmm.
The energy that you get from the breakdown of food is
Hmm.
injected directly into your nervous system.
Hmm. And how is that injected directly into the nervous system?
It's just a field. It's a field that you step in.
Hmm.
Inside of this field is a charge.
Yes.
Outside of that field, there's no charge.
Hmm. Is it similar to charging a battery?
It's exactly the same.
Hmm.
Just
And
feels like it's not um it's for food, but there's other purposes. There's
mhm.
other broken bones and wounds.
Yes. And how is this field generated? How is it generated? You had said it was very, very hot in there.
It's the structure of the stone structure. It's creates a vortex
Hmm.
that increases the amount of electromagnetic energy in the space.
Hmm.
Just it's a microwave somehow
Yes. The geometrical structure of the stones or shape of the stones
where they are. Yeah,
causes this vortex.
right.
Beautiful. You said that you were there with the hunting party. What is the
Mm.
hunting party going to do? Why are they in here charging?
It's very cold outside.
Yes.
We hunt for food
Hmm.
for people who can't.
Yes. And so the hunting party is in this healing temple to recharge for the hunt.
Yes.
Hmm. What else do we need to notice? That man that we were looking at, does he have any messages for you?
Very silent. Doesn't feel as if he wants to speak.
Hmm.
Feels lost.
Yes. What is the significance of this man?
Supposed to be the leader.
Hmm. And why is it that he feels lost?
There's no more food. All the food is gone.
Hmm. What has happened to the food?
It was all eaten.
And who was it that taken the food?
Survivors of Lemoria.
Yes. What was Lemuria? What are they surviving from?
Their civilization was destroyed.
Hmm.
Everybody ran. No one stayed together.
Yes.
No cooperation.
And who was it that destroyed Lemuria?
Something from higher up.
Hmm.
Maybe from space. Maybe not.
Yes. Tell me more about that. How was it destroyed? What had happened?
Seems to be a lot of fire.
Yes.
Not a lot of screaming.
Hmm.
Seems seems like everybody ran away.
In this place where the healing temple is this where the survivors are gathered?
Yes.
Hmm.
So far away from Lemuria.
Yes. What else do you notice about this community, this place?
They're trying to hide.
And how are they able to hide?
They kill the people that come near them
Yes. Why do they do that?
because the people that come near them want to eat them.
Hmm.
No
Those,
more food.
yes.
Hmm.
What else do we need to gather from this scene? Why do you feel that we're seeing this scene?
It's a reminder just to not let this happen again.
Hmm.
It feels like a memory.
And is this the reason that there's such a power at that place that you're living?
Yes,
Yes.
it's manufactured.
Hmm. And how is it manufactured?
They knew how to affect the Earth's electromagnetic field.
Hmm.
It's a reason for the destruction.
Yeah. And so the destruction of Lemuria was caused by you?
It feels like the manipulation of the fields of the planet
Hmm.
caused some sort of imbalance in their culture
Hmm.
and the land itself, and everything collapsed. I don't know how.
Yes. And now that we see this today, do we understand how we can correct it?
Yes,
What do we need to do to correct that imbalance? How is it corrected?
the problems they faced before were dealt with by running, and the problems that we have now
Hmm.
can only be faced without running.
Yes.
You're trying to hide.
Hmm. And what is it that we need to do with the problems that we face now by not running? What do we have to do?
Stand for what you believe in.
Mhm.
Use your words. They have the power of manifestation.
Mhm.
Stay positive. Seems like the culture became very negative,
Yes.
and they turned to just art instead of actual culture and things they need to survive.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it seems, yeah, beautiful people. It just seems too much.
Yes. And this healing chamber that he's seen, is this something that he'll be building in the future?
Yes.
Mhm. What was the other significance of him? Why did you need to show him that being the Lyran being? What did he need to learn from that?
He knows he's not just this body.
Hmm.
His body usually looks like that.
Yes. What
It's
else? Continue.
desensitizing to him.
Hmm.
So one day he'll see us again.
Beautiful. And is there anything else that you want to share with him about that scene that we saw? Is there anything else that he needs to know of the Lyrans?
Their ships watch you. Don't freak out.
Hmm.
They can see you and you can see them.
Hmm.
It's a privilege.
Yes. Beautiful. And what was the reason that you showed him this area where he lives now, in that past of Lemoria?
His cycle is returning.
Hmm.
One loop is closing.
Yes.
Another one opens.
Is there anything else that he needs to gather from that scene? Being the warrior, the hunting party on that land of Lemuria.
His understanding will come.
Hmm.
It's better that way.
Yes. Anything else?
No,
Hmm. Is there anything else? Is there anyone in those lifetimes that we need to know that is in his present lifetime now?
no. His life now is almost completely new.
Hmm. Beautiful. And we discussed the malnourishment part of. Is there any other help or healing required by this one's physical body?
His acid levels are
Hmm.
wrong. They're out of balance.
And how can he bring those back into balance?
Vitamin C,
Yes. And he knows which the proper vitamin C that he should be taking.
Yes.
Is it something that he has now, or are you going to guide him to that proper vitamin C?
He has what he needs.
Mm-hmm. And is there anything else that we need to know about that acid balance?
No.
Is all his chakras open, spinning and balanced as they should be?
Yes.
Is there any upgrades that we can start for him today that will benefit?
I'm not sure. He has to choose.
Mm-hmm. And he has to
His,
continue.
his third eye is almost open.
Yes,
Once it is, then much change will come.
beautiful. And is there any practices that he should practice to continue to open up that third eye?
He already does Wim Hof breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Follow that path.
Yes. And this will help him to continue to open his third eye.
Yes.
Beautiful. Is there anything else he needs to do to start and open any upgrades for him?
Fix your diet, exercise more. The spiritual growth has already come. The
Mm-hmm.
body needs to follow.
Beautiful. Is there any other AI or implants that are not for his best and highest good that we can remove today?
Those implants were removed a long time ago.
Well, thank you for that. Is there any black magic that's been placed on this one that we can remove today?
Yes.
Where is this black magic located?
In the eyes.
Mm-hmm. What is this doing? What is this black magic doing on his eyes?
It's coming through the screens of his telephone.
Mm. Mm-hmm. And how can he protect himself from this in the future?
Don't use the telephone.
Mm-hmm.
His phone is a gateway for these entities. It negates many parts of the free will.
Mm-hmm. And since we have these phones that we use all the time, will there be new technology that does not have this that we use instead?
Shortly coming.
Mm-hmm. And in the meantime, is there anything that we could do to protect ourselves from those screens? Anything we can do to it?
Symbols.
Mm-hmm. And what symbols can we use on that screen?
Metatron's cube.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you so much for that. And this black magic, what is it doing to him? What's it keeping him from?
He sees horrifying images accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
He's not aware that he sees them.
Yes. And what would you like to do to remove this?
There's see. Will protect the phone from getting to him into his eyes.
Mm-hmm. What was it that will protect?
Metatron's cube will help.
Yes.
There are things that go past, and he will need to fight them on his own.
Mm-hmm. And so what can we do today in this session to remove this black magic that's already there on him?
Remove any dark energy from the eyes, like pulling a splinter out.
Mm. Do you require any assistance to remove this today?
No,
Let me know when this is done.
it's done.
Beautiful. Thank you. Is there any negative energy cords that we cut today that are no longer serving his best and highest good?
One from his ex-girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Where is this connected?
With the crown, she dreams of him. He dreams of her.
Mm-hmm.
It only causes pain.
Yes. Is there anything else that he needs to understand about this cord before we cut it today?
He's learned what he is needed to.
Beautiful. Let's go ahead and take Archangel Michael's flaming blue sword and let's go ahead and cut that cord. Cutting that cord between this one and his girlfriend. Let's heal that cord all the way back to his ex-girlfriend. As we burn that cord back, and then we burn the cord back to this one, healing as we go. How does that look now?
He's free.
Beautiful. He's had issues with alcohol in the past. What is this from? Was this from this entity that we removed today?
Mostly.
Yes. Why has alcohol taken on such a big presence in his life?
He's been told not to for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And backfired.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know how to handle it when he was alone.
Yes.
So now he uses alcohol only when he's alone.
Yes. And what has the use of alcohol kept him from doing?
Truly becoming who he wants to be,
Mm-hmm.
which is not someone who's good at one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is a man good at all things.
Yes. And how can we heal from the trauma that this caused?
Working every day towards the goal of whatever you put your mind towards.
Mm-hmm.
Once you can do that, you'll be okay.
Beautiful. And since we removed that entity, will his urging decrease?
Yes,
Is there anything else that you would like him to understand about this?
alcohol is just a tool.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't want you to hurt. It's not under orders.
Mm-hmm. Is there another tool that he can use?
The only tools that replace what alcohol can do for the human body or intoxicating. His issue is not with a different substance or anything.
Hmm.
He will only be able to change through physical exercise now.
Yes. So physical exercise will help him.
Yes.
Beautiful. He don't. He can let go of this issue with alcohol if he chooses.
Yes.
Beautiful. He'll feel no urge to use the alcohol any longer.
No.
Beautiful. Is it appropriate to ask his questions today?
Yes.
He'd like to know what path is his best path in terms of supporting himself financially and emotionally.
The path of an author or the path of a healer. The two paths he can walk right now. One path leads to the same place the other one does.
Mm-hmm.
He just has to choose to walk it.
Mm-hmm. Is, and do you mean for him to walk both of the paths as a healer and an author?
Yes.
Yes. Is there any modalities of healing that he should obtain or learn?
The inner workings of the subconscious mind.
Mm-hmm.
He understands the conscious mind too well.
Yes.
Confuses him now. The subconscious mind is the only thing that he can truly understand.
Mm-hmm. And will you show him the material that he needs to know so he can achieve this path of a healer?
Yes.
Beautiful. Is there anything else that you need to share with him about either the path of a healer or an author?
Writing one page will begin the process.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
He will know when the first page is completed.
Yes. Beautiful. Will he be able to stay in a good relation with his family?
Yes. He's never fallen out of bad relation.
Mm-hmm. Anything else he needs to understand about his family? Is there anything he can do to help them?
Patience.
Mm-hmm.
Patience for them. They try as hard as he does. They're just as confused as he is.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that he can do to help with this confusion?
Having a routine is the most important thing for him.
Yes.
He breaks his routine, everything will fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
That is The most important.
Thank you for that. He'd like to know what has been following him and his family their whole life.
These are demonic entities that were attached to the blood a very long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know who they are anymore. There's thousands of them.
And they have been removed.
His family will never be cleared.
Mm-hmm.
It's a curse.
Is there anything that he can do to remove this curse?
These entities do not feed off of love. They only feed off of fear,
Mm-hmm.
hate, pain, and doubt. When he is in love, when his heart is in the space of love, when his family's hearts are in the space of love, they can't come around.
Mm-hmm.
But if they fall out of that, they come back. It's the life that he chose to live with his family.
Yes. So in a sense, it's kind of a reminder
It's a test.
test. And who was it that placed these entities?
More than 1,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's the end of the last millennia. Something happened to everybody. It's a curse on the whole planet. Some bloodlines had it worse than others.
Yes. Is there anything else that he needs to understand about this?
He already knows.
And could you do and check the place where he lives now to make sure that there's nothing there that we can assist today or there's any open portals? Let me know what you find.
There are portals all over his property.
Mm-hmm. Can we shut these down today? What does he need done?
Yes, you can. He needs to go to the property. He needs to shut these down.
What does he need to do to shut these down?
Prayer.
Mm-hmm. And what prayer is he supposed to use to shut these down?
Any prayer of thanks will work.
Mm-hmm.
These are not portals ripped open by bad things.
Mm-hmm.
All they need is a gentle breeze and they'll close.
Yes. And he will be guided to the ones that need to shut down.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. How can he stay spiritually in control?
His diet was the most important part.
Mm-hmm.
When his nutrition is out of balance, his soul is out of balance.
Yes.
So if he stays nourished, he can find a way to stay balanced no matter what. No matter what, if he's nourished or malnourished,
Mm-hmm.
there will always be a way. but he needs to be nourished first.
Yes. Is there anything else that you need to share with him about that?
No,
Thank you for that. Why does he always feel a presence with him?
these demonic entities are always standing behind. They're always there.
Hmm.
They're not with him, but they're there, waiting, just like a predator does.
Hmm.
So his mind is his only weapon.
Yes. What what does he need to do in the form of protections to protect him from those entities?
Be mindful of his thoughts. Don't let the mind wander into dark territories.
Hmm.
If he stays in the light, so will these beings.
Yes. Thank you for that. And he could reframe any thought that's coming in that is not for his best and highest good.
Right.
Beautiful. Is there anything else that he needs to do for protections against these entities?
Only prayer. Pray every day.
Hmm. Beautiful. Thank you for that. Will his life look any different in the coming year?
He will not recognize it.
Hmm.
He will be happy. Though that happiness comes with a very long period of hard work.
Hmm.
And he's the one who determines how long that is.
Yes. Is there anything else that you need to share with him on that?
Remember your routine. It's the best way to stay productive.
And he knows which routine he should use.
Yes.
Beautiful. What is the cause of the anxiety that he feels?
His mind can sense very, very sensitive things. And these entities that are constantly with him cause most of that anxiety. So he's afraid of them.
Hmm.
The lack of fear will decrease the anxiety.
Yes. What can he do to help decrease that anxiety around that, what he feels?
Desensitize himself to it.
Hmm.
Don't be afraid of turning around, confronting it,
Hmm.
even when it's dark, pitch black.
What is it that he should do when he confronts it?
Understand that he has free will. He's the one who lets these things in.
Hmm.
He's the one who pushes them out.
Yes.
He doesn't need much more than that.
Beautiful. And I believe we saw the beings that he is connected with. Is this correct?
Yes.
Is there anything else that you would like to share with him on the beings, the Lyrans?
They have a mission here.
Mhm.
That mission only includes a few people.
Yes.
They have many people working for them, but not for the same thing.
Hmm. Can you share?
He
Continue.
he comes into contact with these people. He can tell when these people are in contact with these beings. He just doesn't know how to say it.
Hmm.
It's also a cause of great misery in his life.
Hmm. And how can we help him so he doesn't have so much misery surrounded about this?
When he meditates, he can see these beings anytime he wants.
Hmm.
So if there is ever any question, he can meditate and have a reminder.
Beautiful. Thank you. Can you share with him what that mission is that he has?
Seems sensitive. They don't want him to know.
Mm,
It jeopardizes the mission.
beautiful. And it'll be revealed as needed to him.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Is there any other thing, any final messages for this one?
He doesn't need to be so scared. We are his family.
Hmm.
We are always here. Death is only the beginning.
Hmm.
You will see this in time.
Beautiful. Is there anything else, or are we complete?
He has done a lot of work already.
Mhm.
Not sure his mind can handle much more.
Beautiful. Can I ask you to keep upgrading the body and continue with any healing that may be required by this one over his sleep cycles?
Yes.
I want to thank you so much for coming through today and conversing with us. I want to thank you for all the help, healing, and wisdom that you have provided for us today. And now I'm asking the higher self to recede with much love and much thanks for all the information they have given us today. We're asking the higher self to recede back into the time, space, reality, dimension, and location from which they belong with so much love and so much thanks. In a moment, I am going to count to 10, and on the count of 10, you will be wide awake and feeling wonderful all over. 1, 2, feeling the breathing becoming a little faster. 3, 4, moving the arms and legs around. 5, 6, becoming more aware of the room and the space around you. 7, 8, coming up nicely now, nicely now. 9, 10, wide awake, stretching, rubbing, feeling wonderful all over. Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Uh, how long was that? How?
Mm,
Wow.
3:50. 3. So 2.5 hours.
That was really?
Yeah. To see.
Oh, man. I just, I was just asleep. I was sleeping.
Were you?
Was that normal? Do
Do,
people fall asleep?
do you remember? Do you remember anything?
I remember the first part very clearly. Like
Yeah.
a lot of the tuning. It was after the tuning forks, actually. That's when it kind of I drifted off on one of those. I'm pretty
Faded
sure.
away.
Yeah.
Well, we removed a lot of entities. They what do you how do you feel right now?
I feel wide awake.
Yeah.
Um, it Yeah, I feel like it should be like nighttime outside. I feel like I just slept for like 9 hours. That's that's not typical of me. I need quite a bit of sleep.
Yeah.
Um,
You look all bright and shiny right now.
it's funny. Um, yeah, that was intense. My throat feels weird.
Does it?
Um,
We did some work on the throat. There was a blockage there that we got that spinning.
oh, really?
We did remove an entity from the throat. It was a group of entities. They were was being controlled by one. There was five of them in total. That was affecting your throat and not allowing you to speak, is from what it said.
Right.
But it was a group of them, so I was only talking to the spokesman. So I was trying to get as much information as I could to find out, you know,
Hmm.
what's going on with that. We, do you remember we removed Tom from the groin area?
I remember that.
That was
Yeah,
in the
that.
car accident, which he had died drunk driving, was the biggest cause of your using alcohol.
Yeah, that that lines up perfectly.
Hmm.
I mean, just with my own understanding of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Right after, I think I already said this, right after my accident, I started drinking, and and that area where I got hit in Florida, is like a major tourist center,
Hmm.
and a lot of accidents happen right there. A lot of people have died, literally, probably exactly where I got hit.
Yeah.
So it kind of feels like they'd either picked it up from that or like in the hospital or
Hmm.
something like that.
Could be. I never really got where he found you at because I always try to ask how they attached and when they attached, but
Right.
it was 19. So is that when your accident was?
Yep. Yep.
You were 19,
19.
and a lot, you know, so a lot of insecurities were from Tom there.
Hmm.
Was taking energy because
Hmm.
for some, I don't understand. He was taking energy so the other beings that were there couldn't have it.
Right.
So he was trying to help you out in that way. I'm not quite sure how that works.
Sounds like a lost,
So, well,
like,
he was taking the energy so the lost right entities couldn't take your energy.
right. Yeah.
And
Okay.
it was kind of a protection, I think he said.
This is strange. Yeah. I mean, I don't know
So,
how the spirit realm works, so I don't know. I can't
so,
like.
and then so, you know, inadvertently, he's causing pain in your colon and your stomach as well.
Mm, okay. Yeah,
So,
I do deal with a lot of pretty, like, it's out of nowhere too. It'll be like, oh, I feel fine, and then like a really bad stomach ache, no
mm,
reason.
mhm.
Yeah.
You should see that ease up. You should see the, you know, wanting to drink alcohol is probably going to ease up too.
Hmm.
So it'd be
Yeah,
perfect.
I can already like I can tell,
Yeah,
actually. There's
that's
a
all.
I know my mind pretty well, so I'm like, hey, there's not that little thing back there.
That that's perfect. And so then we had a loss from light entity that was in your hands. That was the reason for the pain in your wrists.
Oh, okay.
So they were blocking because you're such a powerful being that they were blocking your hands from being able to exchange energy
Jesus.
because we exchange energy, you know, it's, you know, you take an energy in with your left hand
Right,
and you send it with your right hand. So a toroid, it's like a toroidal field around you. It's your heart space, your heart center.
right.
Um, and for beings that are aware, you know, that heart space can go out 12 foot.
Hmm.
And in a normal person that's really just, you know, not really aware, it goes out 6 foot.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that was pretty bad for me growing up. Um, I was very aware. that my energy field was like 12 feet. Because when everybody or anybody would get inside of that, I wouldn't be like, get away from me, but I would just like sort of like,
You could feel it.
I could feel it. Yeah, I could totally feel it.
That's
I
awesome.
I never got snuck up on, like, ever. It never happened. Like,
Hmm. And so that they were keeping you from that blocking that energy because they didn't want you to realize how powerful you were. And they fed off the blood somehow. I don't know how that worked, but they fed off your blood, and
well, I
they,
have,
they kept you clumsy.
yeah, that that actually makes total sense. My fingers, from working in restaurants for as long as I have, the acid and the, working with so many different types of chemicals, it breaks down the cuticles around your finger,
Hmm.
nails. So if I just like bump my nail, it'll bleed.
Oh
Right.
wow. Hmm.
Yeah. And, but other than that, uh, like for example, you can't really see it, that little mark on my thumb there.
Yeah.
Um, I was like, I was doing something and it was something really minuscule, not very hard at all. And I like crushed my thumb between like a piece of wood and metal, and it hurt worse than I've ever felt anything hurt in my life. It was so bad. And just, it was weird because like the pain was almost supernatural. It's the only
Hmm.
reason why I'm bringing it up, is because it was like, good Lord, like that's not normal, you know?
Hmm.
Um, I thought I had some sort of like nerve ending issue for for a little bit, but I was like, okay, it's probably just some strange stuff going on. Um, but I do remember, there was a dream I had when it was just a couple of years ago, um, where I woke up in the dream and there was this like demon moth type entity that had like crab legs and a tail.
Hmm.
And it was like on my bed. I was like, oh God. And it like did this weird like rearing thing, like it was going to attack me. And I like put my hand up in the dream and it like latched onto my hand and like curled up into it and like squeezed it real tight. And it freaked me out so bad. It was the only time in my life I've ever woken up screaming. Like I was like, it was like bloody murder,
Hmm.
like, and it was like a half a second, but it was still like, like what, like, what just happened? But so it does make sense that there was something on my hands, because like I've obviously the physical sensation, but that weird entity thing, like that's still that imagery has stayed with me. It was very, very terrifying. So,
Oh, and that's what the one of those five entities, the lost from light entities, that's they were feeding off your fear too. So they create fear and doubt and confusion and feed off of it.
mm, that makes total sense.
So
Of course, it
and
would attack the hands. Yeah, like,
then in your back you had a spirit of nature that was angry, pissed off. So it's causing you pain in your back.
uh,
And they attached they attached to you because you were in the woods drunk, surrounded in a ring of trees.
I remember where that was. Yeah,
And you were asking for answers.
yeah, yeah. I
And
remember that. Yeah.
it was pissed off because it was angry because it was destroyed, and so it got trapped here in the realm.
Hmm.
Didn't know where the other beings were that it was with, and it was the only one here.
So this was on Orcas Island. This is a,
Yeah.
I don't know if you know where that is, but uh, it's in the Puget Sound, and the rock there is some of the oldest rock in the world. It's like 1 point something billion years old.
Hmm.
And I hiked up alone because there's no natural predators in on Orcas Island. So I hiked all the way up to the top of the mountain there, in the middle of the night, like pretty hammered. Shouldn't have been out there,
Hmm.
and I found this ring of trees with these like little glowing mushrooms in them. They have them on Orcas Island, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. It's like my little oasis. I was not being respectful at all. Like I was like ripping the mushrooms out of the ground. I was like sitting in like a fake lotus position, like, tell me the answers. That makes so much sense, actually. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that was very disrespectful of me.
And it was angry. So we helped that
Mhm.
spirit off. That it was a spirit of trees, is what it was, and the trees were very large and went out miles into the sky.
Oh, okay.
So it's-
That's like super old world.
they were destroyed by something off world because they were trying to take the resources.
Oh,
But that spirit got left behind somehow because it was angry.
huh. Did,
Vengeance.
is this all recorded?
Yeah, I recorded all. So
Oh, okay.
so what will when I get it edited, I'll send it to you. You listen to it because there's a lot of stuff. It's like a dream journal.
Yeah,
So a
right.
lot of stuff that you forgot, you'll recall back, and there's more
Hmm.
healing that goes along with it when you listen to it back.
Okay, yeah.
So make sure you listen to it back, and it's hard to keep up taking notes too to try to tell you.
Hmm.
So having the recording of it, you're gonna go, oh, I remember that now, or you
Yeah.
understand. There's probably there's a deeper meaning to
No,
what
yeah.
what you were seeing.
You said well, what you're saying just by the size of the height of the tree, it's that's
Hmm.
like a that's you ever seen Devil's Tower? You
Hmm.
know,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
the
Looks like a
uh,
stump.
it's a, yeah, I mean like it's literally a stump. And there's a bunch of them over here in Montana where I'm at. They're not quite as big, but it's pretty obvious. It's like, okay, guys, like this looks like a tree that got cut off and vitrified, like
Yeah, yeah,
pretty much. So,
yeah.
but that's crazy.
And so your higher self, which is a Lyran,
Oh yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
you're malnourished, nourished. So you're supposed to eat more animal protein,
Okay.
red meat to bring that
Okay.
back. You're supposed to take vitamin C.
Okay.
Oh,
Wipe
there,
this out well.
there's something else, and I don't take good notes. So you have to listen to this back. But
I will.
there's a few nutrients that you need. Vitamin C was one of them, and then the animal proteins, meat, and decrease your starches
Mm,
was said. Uh,
that sucks, actually. I just got my grandmother's recipe for this old chicken noodle and soup, whatever.
yeah.
And we just made it, and it's amazing. And it's like there's nothing but starch. It's like
Well, I mean, it was to limit it,
yeah,
and take more proteins.
okay.
But you'll get it when you listen back. And the liar they actually have, because it was placed in by your old family.
Hmm.
They actually have a device in your heart to keep you cloaked
This makes sense. This has made sense to me actually. Okay, yeah.
because they want
The
your energy.
yeah, there's a like oh man. Okay, I have so much to say to that. It's hard to put it all into words. Um,
It's all right.
I've heard well, let's put it this way. I believe that I should have been abducted in instances and then didn't get abducted.
Hmm.
Like I have felt the initiation of the process basically, and then
Yeah.
something stepped in and was like, nope, not this one, and
It's, yeah,
but yeah.
it's to keep you cloaked. It's to keep an eye on you, or not keep an eye. It's to keep an eye on you to keep you protected.
Mhm.
The signal can be hijacked, so we put some protections on it,
Okay.
and there's some things that you need to do about the heart space too to further protect it.
Okay. Okay.
So that's beautiful. And do
Yeah.
you have anything else? Can you think of anything else? Do you read? So after the tuning fork part where we did the the chakra balance and rebuild, you don't remember much of that after that?
Nope. Nope. I
It'll
want
be
to see. I want to see what my face looks like because I'll be able to tell if I was like somewhat conscious. Like
yeah.
I've got this particular look on my face when I'm not conscious. Like
You were really connected because so we saw a lifetime as a Lyran. You had a book, and in the book it was the chapter. It wasn't written yet. It was like you just started the chapter.
okay,
It's like a fresh book on your
right.
life.
Okay.
You saw a female presence there, but they wouldn't show you what she looked like.
Mm,
This is something that you were going to meet in the future.
okay.
30.
Right.
You turn
Yep.
30 tomorrow. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
We'll meet her tomorrow then.
Maybe. So somewhere in your 30s, I think that's what it was, is that you're supposed to meet her soon.
Uh-huh.
But they didn't want to show you what she looked like. So she appeared as a rainbow translucent type being that was there.
Mhm.
Um, and so you were a Lyran in that. And then the next scene we saw, oh, why did I just draw a blank? Oh, in that Lyran, they were actually on a ship that was spacebound because of something that happened to them.
Mm. Mm. Okay.
So,
Okay. All right. Yeah, I've had one fleeting thought of that before. I thought that was just some crazy thing I came up with in my mind though.
and and then the deal with the property where you live now,
Mhm.
it's it's from ancient Lemoria. They left Lemoria, wherever Lemoria was. We're not quite sure, I guess.
Mhm.
Gathered up there because of something. They were messing with the electromagnetics of the earth, which screwed up and the
Okay.
balance, which
Right.
caused a lot of destruction, killed a lot of them. And they gathered up there on the property for some
Mhm.
reason, but they had built like a look like a beehive.
Uh, I said that.
Yes, it
Those
looked like a
words.
yep, it looked like a beehive the way the cone. Now there is power in a honey, like a the design of a beehive
Yeah.
with the way the stones were shaped in this thing.
Right.
You crawled in through like a little 3 foot hole, and
Okay.
you crawl into that space. You said it was super hot, but
Hmm.
it would recharge you. And you were part of a hunting party that was going to go out and get food for other people.
Okay.
And this beehive type healing structure like gave you the energy to do that.
Whoa.
And it would, you could bring people in with broken bones. It would heal them fast and
Wow.
heal them. So there's so much healing in it. And I
Mhm.
can see that because I can't remember who was studying about beehives
So
and
Victor
this.
Schauberger did a lot of good work on it. There's a few other people that have recognized it.
Well, there
Yeah.
was even the Russian guy that come across, and the reason he come across is this was the geometric structure of beehives causes it's like a energy, a lot of increased energy, like you would.
Like it
And,
creates a magnetic field sort of or something. Or
mhm.
it could, yeah.
Yeah, and he actually devised a platform that would levitate, that would go at super speeds,
Oh, okay.
but it would
Yeah.
actually change. It was a Russian guy.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think I know who you're talking about. But that's funny. That's
So,
funny I said that.
but there's healing power in that and the geometric structure of it. You said there was a fire on the inside too,
Mm,
and it was like super hot.
okay.
So I was trying to figure out more what and how that all worked, but I think just the geometric structure of the place and the way the stones were shaped
Yeah. I think, yeah.
causes the energy, the increase in the field, the energy field there, and
I
increases the
think,
healing power.
yeah, honestly, I think it's because this was like you said, it was on the property. So yeah, it's definitely the ley lines there.
Hmm.
They fluctuate, right? So they they move over the course of time.
Hmm.
And sometimes they go back over areas they've already been. Right now, the ley line where it intersects is directly on our house. Like
Hmm.
it's directly on the house. So if there was any place where there would be a healing like vortex of energy, it'd be right there.
Hmm.
And and that's like it's basically where I've been for the past month now, you know.
Hmm.
It's like in that space.
And I had asked if there's for any clearing of that place too, and the only thing was there was portals opened up all over the property, and they weren't opened up by malevolent or
Malevolent.
malevolent reasons. They were
Right.
they're okay portals. All they need to do is be shut down with just a prayer.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I've felt that way before. I
so
have.
so you're going to be directed on where these portals are. You're going to shut them down. They don't need the ones that don't need to be open,
Okay, good.
and it'll be just with a prayer.
Good.
So there wasn't anything else that was found. Just those poor little portals that were opened up.
Okay,
So
good.
you're going to shut them down. Man, I think that's all I can remember now off the top.
Right. Do you ever do any like recap sessions? I don't understand why you would do it that way, but um is that something like, or
Like
people just do another session basically,
just
like,
do another session.
yeah,
Um,
okay.
is that what you're talking about, like a recap session?
Yeah, yeah. It probably would be just better to do another session because apparently I was able to go out. Like I was
Oh
out.
yeah, yeah.
So,
You're really connected.
that's really surprising for me. Because the person I did hypnotherapy last time with, he was all for it and he really wanted to, like help, but it just it didn't feel genuine,
Mm.
Um, and for me, like I have to have like a real good sort of like if my energy doesn't immediately understand yours, then I'm like, nope, like I don't think so. So
So
that's good. That's good.
it'll work to like a follow or another session. A few weeks out or something like that, because you're going to let the healing from this session happen.
Right.
So in like a few weeks, if you feel like you need another session, just we'll book another session. It'd be a lot quicker because we'll have a lot of stuff taken off you ready,
Okay. Yeah.
so you won't
Yeah.
have to
Sure.
spend so much time in the entity part. But we
Right.
always, I mean, we're human. We always have low points in our life, and we were already told that there's those entities that you feel a presence
Hmm.
with you. They're always there waiting for the open door to get in.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, we have low points in life, and it's easy for things to attach to us too. So we could pick up some more.
Yeah. Don't need any more of those for now.
No, no, perfect.
Thank you. Yeah.
So,
Or thank you.
so what you need to do is be better on your diet and your nutrition,
Yeah.
um, and drink plenty of water.
Hmm.
Make sure you get out and get ground often too.
Okay.
Um, that's a big thing, is grounding in nature.
Yeah. Yeah. There's this guy. I really want to try this. He sleeps with he did the research on this, but he sleeps with a grounding rod outside, right? And it's got
Mhm.
a copper wire attached to it that he puts onto his bed, and then
Yeah,
that's whatever. So that's connected to the ground. And he says like there's some crazy like increased rate of like healing and like overall sleep quality. Like he only has to sleep like 3 hours if he's grounded, and if he's not, it's like 8 hours. But yeah, that's one thing I really have to do. Thank
hmm
you. Yeah.
yeah. It's important. Just let nature, because we're connected. You need to get it barefoot as much as you can,
Right.
and get grounded. Even water, even being in water's grounding.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, taking a bath is grounding. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all grounding. But
Yeah, I took a bath before our session today. So I was like,
per-
Man, it's funny. Like I really prepared for that too. I was like, okay,
it's
gonna
perfect.
stay relaxed. I stayed relaxed for like an hour before the session. And
Yeah.
then, um, so that was definitely a big, I think a big factor in that because, with the other guy, it was like, hey, how's it going? Ready? Here you go. Like it was like in an office, sort of thing. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, I feel good about this. I want to watch it over. I mean, I'm sure there's some nuance in there that's like highly detailed, but
hmm
I don't remember. I
Yeah.
remember the very small, trying to
Portion.
think. Um, yeah, I do kind of remember that with my throat here.
hmm
Like there's like I can still feel a line right here.
hmm
It's not like a painful, but it's like, it feels like like a scar. You know how a scar feels like a
Mhm.
numbness sort of thing. Um, but
I didn't get as much details on those because there's a group of 'em, a group of five,
mhm,
and I'm not sure exactly what it was causing in the throat, but
right. I,
so
I can kind of tell you. I mean, well,
it's,
sort of. Um,
you got it.
I understand it from the fact of like what, because music, music is like a very powerful things. People intentionally attach entities to music, just to make them more
Hmm.
whatever, like Queen attaches Beelzebub to their music all the time.
Yeah.
If you listen to their lyrics, they talk about them all the time. And but I used to really like this band called Gojira, which
Never heard
is it's Godzilla in Japanese, and he the the band, they sing about ancient Sumerian gods, demons, like what the Christian and Hebrew Bible determined to be demons after the Sumerian civilization fell.
Mhm.
So I just remember reading or like singing some of their lyrics one time, being like, that felt wrong saying that. Like there's something like your intuition picked it up where like, hey, maybe don't sing those lyrics again. Like I don't know. But so it kind of makes sense. Like they can like infect like spiritually a part of your body.
Mhm.
That's what it
Yeah.
feels like. So, but
Perfect.
I think,
So,
yeah, pretty
well,
much done. Or
if you have any questions, make sure you message me and I'll be happy to answer them. Or if you want to share your experience of what's going on,
okay,
um, I I would love to hear the stories after the session, the
yeah,
improvements, is the immediate improvements, and in it, it's just perfect.
awesome. Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
what do you think? What do you think about? This is a really good session. What do you think about sharing this on YouTube? Are you good with it?
yeah, I'd be fine with that.
I'll have you
Um,
watch it. I don't know if I'll share the video or not.
mhm,
But if you're okay with the video, let me know. I'll have you watch it back, and
okay.
I'll just leave the video on there. There's really nothing. I mean, it's just you laying there in bed. But it's always good to see that. I think for some people.
If I saw, yeah, I was out, dude. If I saw that before I did the session, I would have been a lot more like, wow, okay, okay. Yeah, no, I'd be happy to put that on YouTube. I don't
Okay.
have any sort of like qualms about my face being out there. I don't really have any insecurities about what I look like.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
So,
Perfect. I think it'll be helpful for a lot of people because people can relate. Some of the same things are happening in their lives.
mhm,
They get some healing from it too as well. So
yeah.
we'll look at putting it out there. But I'll wait for you to give me the okay once you listen to it.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Um, yeah, and I will let you know if there's any weird developments or like
Okay. Awesome.
and I'll just wait for that video.
You might feel some things lifting off if you still like the body's coming back. We just removed a lot of things. The body's coming back into balance. You might still feel some things lifting off. You
Okay.
might feel little pains and prangs. It's
Mm-hmm.
the body's coming back into balance to heal now that the energy's open and flowing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah, it's I did feel something when I first sat up. Felt it right here. It was a little like pinprick. It's like, well,
Perfect. Oh,
just ignore that.
well, you're open. Your third eye just opened up even more than it was.
Good, good.
So
All
it's
right.
perfect.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, have a good night.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye bye.